Hello and welcome. My name's Andy Crook. I'm your host for tonight's training session on Facebook marketing. Every week, I try to go live to help garage owners become more successful in business. I do this by 15-minute live videos in the Facebook group on various subjects. And this particular subject is part of a group of subjects about social media marketing, starting with Facebook marketing. Much has been said about the demise of Facebook in recent years, and I'm here to tell you that their demise has been vastly sort of over-reported, and Facebook is still something that you should be involved with within your business if you do your social media marketing. So what we're going to cover tonight is we're going to look at, we're going to start with an atomic action. Because if you're not doing any social media marketing and you want to start Facebook marketing, we'll talk about what you must do first. If you already have a business page, then we'll talk about what you need to do to that business page. And then we're going to look at organic reach, paid ads, and then we're going to have some Facebook facts, and one of which is what Facebook is the best social media platform for, which I think you'll find interesting. And then we're going to look at how to use Facebook Insights and how to have a strategy or a plan for your Facebook marketing efforts. And then finally, we'll come back to the atomic action, because we always like to give you something to go away with, something that you should be working on based on the training topic. And that's basically, is Facebook worth the time and effort? And only you can decide that based on some of the stuff that we'll talk about tonight. So without further ado, let's get into tonight's subject, Facebook marketing. So the first thing you must have is a Facebook business page. If you want to use Facebook within your business, you must have a Facebook business page. If you already have one, then you must optimize that page. So that's the starting point, if you like. The first atomic action is you must have a page, and if you have a page, then you must optimize that page. What does optimizing the page mean? So if you're setting it up or you're going back and looking at your Facebook offer, what is it that you need to have? Well, you need to update and complete all the necessary details, including your profile picture and your cover picture. They must be reflective of the business. These are the first opportunity you have to attract and engage potential customers. So make sure those photographs are extremely high quality, they're the right size, and they're the right format for the application. And then make sure you have a concise and informative about section, and that you're using all the relevant keywords you wish to be found for on Facebook. So that there's a lot in that sort of brief passage there for you to work on, and I doubt whether you'll get it all done in one go. So this is an ongoing effort. So if you haven't got a Facebook business page, make sure you set up a Facebook business page, and then make sure you fill in all those necessary details. The two most important on there are the photos and the about section. Get them filled in, get those keywords on there, and away you go. So once you've got your Facebook business page optimized, then we start to need to know some facts about Facebook, and we'll start with the Facebook facts to give you a flavor about the platform. So the average UK user spends 42 minutes per day on the platform. Facebook is second only to TikTok in this regard. TikTok, the average user spends 49 minutes a day on. So it's the second most popular platform in terms of time spent on it in the UK. Facebook is the favorite social media platform of the 35 to 44-year-old demographic. So if you're targeting customers between 35 and 44, Facebook is the platform that they favor. And if you're looking for male internet users aged between 25 and 34, it is also their favorite internet platform. So you can see that a wide scope of people that you may be attracting or trying to attract still prefer Facebook as their favorite social media platform. Its demise, I think, is over-reported and possibly slightly exaggerated. Who is it less popular with? Well, then it's the Gen Z users. If you don't know what Gen Z is, I had to look it up. It's 18 to 25-year-olds. So the younger demographic, it's not so popular with, but the sort of 25 to 34-year-old male internet users, it's favourite. And it's also favourite for both sexes between 35 and 44, the slightly older user, if you like. So, and this is the stat that I sort of found the most amazing about Facebook when I did my research for this training topic, is that's 72% of all social media click-throughs to websites are from Facebook. And I'll say that again because this stat is staggering. And I'll explain what a click-through is in a second, but 72% of all click-throughs from social media are from Facebook. By far number one. I'll give you an idea how far they are number one for click-throughs, is that Twitter is second with 9%. So if you want to drive traffic to your blog or your online store or your website, Facebook is still your best bet if you're going to use a link or a click post. And we'll explain what they are in a second. So basically, if you put a link in your Facebook or in your social media posts, in this case a Facebook post that you want someone to click, that's going to take them to your blog, your website, or an online store, Facebook is still by far the most effective way to do that in terms of social media. The only other way you can get people to visit your blog, your website, or your online store is advertising or SEO on a search engine. Facebook is second only to search engines for getting people, or driving traffic, as it's called, to your website, your blog, or your online store. Which is amazing when you consider how much we hear about Facebook not being maybe the best place to do the, if you like, our social media marketing. I would say that stat on its own is one that's worth thinking about and digesting. So when we talk about engagement rates on Facebook, the terminology starts to get a little bit confusing, and I'll give you some stats, and then we'll kind of go over some of the stats in a later section. But what we'll talk about is engagement rate. And what do we mean by engagement? So it's the number of likes, comments, or shares on a post. So that's engagement on a Facebook post. So if someone likes it, comments on it, or shares it, that's what Facebook call engagement. And the average engagement rate for a Facebook page post, so a business page post, is 0.07%, which seems like a lot of effort for not a lot of engagement, doesn't it? And the typical content mix of a Facebook business page posting is a status posts get around about 0.11%, video posts get 0.08%, and link posts get 0.04%. Yet more than half of businesses post link posts. That's what they post. So more than half of all posts, 52% of business posts, are link posts. As I said before, the reason being is Facebook is by far the best social media platform for getting those click-throughs to your website and driving traffic. But link posts are by far the least likely to have any engagement. So it's interesting, or I find it interesting, that half of all posts by businesses on Facebook are link posts, yet they're the least engaged with. So Gary Vaynerchuk has a saying, which is jab, jab, right hook. Jab, 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 right hook. Jab, 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 right hook. And what he means by that is basically mix up your posts. Yeah, add value for 3 posts before asking for something in return in the 4th posts. So 1 in 4 posts should be where you're putting a call to action for a potential customer to do something in return for the value you've given. And what can you add value with? Well, educate give away some of that IP of yours, solve customers' problems, entertain as well as sell. That's what Gary Vee is on about when he says that. And basically saying it's 1 in 4 ratio. So 3 of your posts should be status posts, videos posts, those sort of things where you're helping customers, educating customers, entertaining customers, and then the 4th post, a link, a click, a call to action, where you're asking for return of that great information you're giving people to do something with it. So they're the sort of stats around Facebook, which hopefully you'll find interesting. Probably difficult to get your head around as I'm talking about them. But what I want to talk about next is the organic reach, which sort of moves on from the reach of Facebook. So Facebook marketing offers a powerful and cost-effective platform for garages to connect with their target audience. It's essentially free. It just costs you your time if you're doing it yourself. If you're paying someone to do it, it's still relatively cheap. But organic reach is decreasing, meaning that a smaller percentage of followers will see any of your posts. And the reason it's decreasing is Facebook want you to pay for that reach. It stands to reason it's a business. So on Facebook, organic reach for business pages has been declining over the last 5 years, and it is estimated, because it's very difficult to calculate who has seen a post because you haven't done anything with it, so it's hard to put metrics on it, is less than 10% of your followers would naturally see a post. So if you've got thousands of followers, then it's worthwhile. If you've only got a few followers, very few people, 10% of your followers are likely to see a post with organic reach. So to maximize the reach of your posts, businesses often use a combination of organic and paid strategies, promoted, boosted posts, and targeted advertising to reach their audience. So I've done a training topic on paid ads, and I always say the same thing about spending money on your hard-earned money on social media marketing or any other marketing. Yes, they can increase the effectiveness of any content, but you must first have a strategy. Then you must be measuring what it is you do, and then compare and continually optimize what you do to get the best ROI. Because believe it or not, it is estimated that $71 billion will be spent on Facebook ads next year. I'll say that again. $71 billion will be spent on Facebook ads in 2024. That is an incredible sum of money. But if you're going to spend any money on your paid advertising, and I've said this in the previous training topic, make sure that you have a plan, that you have a strategy, and that you know what works, what your customers are looking for, and therefore your share of that $71 billion is being used wisely. I've probably said it many times before, but it's a famous saying in marketing, isn't it, that people don't know what half their marketing budget works, they just don't know which half. And you don't want to be like that, because you can work out how to do it. And that brings me on to my final sort of subject within tonight's training topic, which is Facebook Insights and how to use them to get the most out of your Facebook marketing. Facebook Insights is a versatile tool that can be adapted from various marketing strategies and objectives. Measure the effectiveness of your marketing efforts before you start to pay for them. It is a great way of using Facebook Insights. If you are paying, make sure you use Facebook Insights to optimize any campaigns. Yeah. So how do you sort of come up with a way of using it? So before you do anything, set yourself a goal and track progress, and learn then what is driving engagement for your business, right? So there are a number of things that Facebook Insights allows you to measure, even if you're not paying, and that is reach, interaction, link clicks, visits, and follows. They're really the things you want people to do when they interact with you on social media. So reach is basically a measure of the number of unique users who saw your content. Interaction is the number of likes, comments, or shares, also known as engagement. Link clicks, the number of clicks on links that you had in your content. Visits, the number of times visitors visited your actual page, and follows, the number of users who followed your page. So they are the things that you can measure on Facebook using Facebook Insights. Like I say, it's a free tool within the software. How do you come up with a way of, if you like, of working your Facebook marketing using those insights? Well, you have to have a strategy or plan. You must know what your desired outcomes of any marketing campaign is. Once again, there's been a training topic on this, but in terms of Facebook marketing, if you set your goal or your plan, what it is you want to achieve, do you want more reach, more users to see your content? You want more engagement, interaction, or do you want link clicks, or do you want more visits to your page, or do you want more followers? Whatever it is you've set yourself as a target, set that out as a goal. Then target your ideal customer. Every post should be going to one person, your ideal customer, your avatar. Check out what the competition are doing. Have a look at what they're doing, see if it's working or isn't, and then borrow some ideas if you like. If you think it's not working, make sure you avoid that. Measure your current performance, improve your profile, create a posting schedule or calendar. Lots of people ask me, how do I always come up with a subject every week? Well, right at the beginning, I had a plan, and it was to deliver 200 training topics. I wrote the 200 topics down. Every week, I deliver one of those topics. I'm never short of a training topic. Not yet anyway. I haven't even got to 100. And I'm not even halfway there. So I've no fear of running out of content. And that's the problem. And the way you can stop yourself from running out of content is create a posting schedule and calendar. Create compelling content. Make sure what you put out there is what your customer wants. Measure the improvement. So you should have measured your current performance. Start doing some of these things and see how it improves. See what improves what, and then continuously strive to improve, and your Facebook marketing will improve. So that takes me to the atomic action. So the first thing you need to know is, what is your current Facebook performance based on the insights? What is if you're spending any money on it, and that includes time or paying someone to do it, what is your return on investment? What is your reach, interaction, clicks, visits and follows for that time and that money? What improvements can be made? Is it worth it? Is Facebook the right medium for you? That's the next question. You need to know that. If you think it is, then you must have an outcome in mind. What is the purpose of your next post? Is it to entertain? Is it to solve your customers' problems? Is it to educate, or is it to sell? Remember, if nothing else from this, if you're going to put posts on Facebook, do the 1 in 4 jab, 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 right hook method by Gary Vee. So your customers don't always see a post and think, oh, what they sell in this time. Your customers see a post and say, oh, what can I learn this time? How will I be amused this time? Whatever it is, because then they're far more likely to engage with you. Hopefully this has made you think about your Facebook marketing. Let me check. Ooh, just a little bit over, but not too bad compared to some. If I have made you think about your Facebook marketing, you've got any questions about it, send me a direct message and I'll get back to you. If you don't, or you don't think Facebook is worth it, thanks for listening, and hopefully you've been informed. Thank you very much. Goodbye.